Good day and good evening, everybody. In my last video, I was trying to talk about a friend of mine who called and was feeling very sad because of some of his experiences that could have been avoided. I just want to, throw a bit more light on some other points I think people should work on and work on themselves to avoid trouble, unnecessary stress, you know, because most times we use our own leg to walk into trouble. And as much as possible, we need to avoid it as humans, as adults. You know, we need to avoid anything that dehumanizes us. Anything that dehumanizes you, avoid it. Anyone that makes you feel less than human, avoid it. You may say, oh, probably is my workplace. I cannot avoid my boss, my narcissistic boss, my some of my colleagues. Yeah, but there are ways you can handle things with wisdom. We can throw more light on that later, but think about a way to avoid trouble. If the place you go every morning to work is not a place where you are happy, start planning your exit. You may not have to leave immediately, but plan your exit so that you stay happy. Happiness is everything. And this feeling of entitlement to things that does not belong to you. I've noticed that as Africans or as Nigerians, sometimes we keep blaming one uncle, one auntie who is rich. My brother is not assisting me because of is not yours. Anything that does not belong to you does not belong to you. When you have it or when you get it from someone else, appreciate it. It's a privilege, not an entitlement. You can be entitled when it comes to your parents, when it comes to probably your close family members, but you also need to appreciate good things that people do to you or for you. And there's another point that really bothers me a lot. It bothers me because it's eating deep into our system. It has eaten deep into our system and is not helping us as a people. This feeling of entitlement to things that need process. We do not. We want quick fix in everything we're doing. We do not want to go through process at all. We want to become rich overnight. We want to be like the next person, whereas we don't know what the next person is doing. Okay, it's very important for us to learn not to compare our life with people. I heard about the story of a guy who wanted to get married and he had a cement shop where he was selling cement and doing fine, and he sold the cement shop, and he lent. He borrowed 1 million naira extra to do his wedding, and then his expectation was that his friends and family will contribute money, or we spray him, or we gift him money during wedding. Then they can start life with that. Unfortunately, things didn't happen as he planned, and he felt his new wife is a curse. And I keep wondering, initially, at the first point, you refuse to apply wisdom in whatever you were doing. Why should you go and loan money to do wedding? Why? This is one of the mistakes we make and it affects every part of us. Our happiness, it affects our lives. People, borrow money to do burial. People borrow money to do burial of someone they did not even take care of when he or she was alive. Some of these errors, we need to keep checking it and see how we can improve on our life. It's your responsibility for you to improve on yourself. Improve on your own life. You are responsible for yourself. There's little to what others can do around you. Yeah, some level of happiness depend on our spouses, our children, our families and friends. But we have seen people who have all these people around them, including money, including everything. Still, they commit suicide. Still, they are living in depression. So, what do we say? That means there's much to being happy than we see on the surface. So let your happiness come from within. Be satisfied with what you have while you thrive to get more. Be happy first. Whichever level you find yourself, be happy. work on that level and try to improve yourself. I think with this my few points, you can try as much as possible to learn to stay happy.